aligned with our energy, and that can give us kind of like a positive excitement about now, about this moment, and about the future to come. I've talked to a lot of different people, and I feel like a lot of people, feel that the world is so uncertain that it's hard to operate the day-to-day life sometimes, which can be true, like if it feels like everything's uncertain, if you're counting on certainty to be able to be happy, for example, or if you're counting on certainty to be able to, really, like do what you want to do with life, then you're always going to be waiting, right? Because actually life is very, very seldom certain. Like we don't know what's going to happen. It was an old illusion that we thought that life actually could be certain, right? What made us believe that there could be certainty in life, right? It was something in our mind that really felt that this is something we can do. But the truth is, life is always a little bit uncertain. The only thing we can be certain about is this moment and how we show up in this moment. So this moment, I'm grateful to be getting together with you. We're going to be doing this beautiful ceremony meditation, starting with some sage. So if you have any sage at your house, I just recommend you can light the sage. Sage is a Native American tradition that helps you to clear any energy in your space. So I like to do that. Another really good one is Palo Santo. I have both. So anyway, just kind of like clearing the energy in your space before your ceremony is a good idea. Another one that I like to do is rose water. So I have this rose water. I love rose water. So we'll start with the sage. Just kind of make it go around whatever your body, above your head. Take a few deep breaths, breathe it in. And truly, truly, truly feel, like the energy clearing in your space. Feel the energy clearing in your heart. And maybe most importantly, clearing any energy out of the mind that may be blocking you or, your house, your space, your family from experiencing your highest and best experience in this moment. At the end of the day, that's all we really have is this moment. So we must make the most of this, right? Otherwise, we're sitting here and we go through our whole life and we literally never experience the true bliss and the gift of life because we're always living in the future or the past or, like holding on to resentment or any kinds of negative energy. And so in this ceremony for the full moon eclipse, I'm inviting us all and everybody in the whole world who is part of this, who wants to be a part of this, feel free to share this video, anybody that you feel might benefit from this. But we're inviting the whole world to be a part of this in intention, to let go of the past, let go of any feelings of victimization, any feelings of, that this is happening to you, whatever is happening in your life is happening for us. And whatever you are experiencing is exactly what the soul needs to experience. So aloha, my friends. I see everybody posting in the comments. We have Martin. Hi, Michelle Goddess. Yolandra. Beautiful, beautiful to see you all here. I love when everybody posts in the comments. I love interaction. One of the things that I feel that we've learned in this 2020 lockdown world with all of the different kind of like Zoom scenarios that we might be experiencing in terms of online video creations, online video connections. One of the biggest and the most important things I feel like we can really take out of this is connection. Like even from a distance, can we feel connection? Can you feel me? Leave a comment, let me know, can you feel me? And then how can I feel you? Post a comment, that's how I can feel you. Namaste, Carrie, Goddess, Dad is here, Rosanna, Statsu, Chris. Much love, beautiful people. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we saged the space. Now we're going to do a little rose water. I love rose water. Roses are actually the energy of love, and they are so powerful for that. So the scent of rose, and then especially it's carried in water. So water is one of the most powerful elements in the universe, and the element of water carrying rose, it's just infusing love and, you know, a higher vibration into your beingness, especially when you breathe it in, and also when it's on your skin. It's really hydrating for your hair and your skin as well. Highly, highly encourage that. Aloha, level bliss yoga. All my beautiful friends over here commenting. Okay, so we're just clearing the space to start. So we started with the rose water and some sage. Now I'm going to do a little bit of oil. So this one is a jasmine oil my sister gave to me. So we're honoring my sister Bokara today. And just a little bit of oil. You can put it on your hands, put it in your hair, put it on your face. Oil is like an ancient tradition of anointing. Anointing means to, you know, to kind of like put sacred energy through oil and through intention onto another person. So they would anoint people. Back in the day, we could still anoint people. I anoint myself every day. Anoint yourself. I give you permission. Anoint yourself every day so that you can feel that sacred, loving intention coming from yourself. Okay, always love yourself, number one. Okay, now moving forward with this ceremony, I want to make sure everybody has a journal. I have this really big journal. It's so cool. It has a unicorn on it. It says, create your own magic. I got the biggest journal on the planet. I decided, why not, right? So we have the biggest journal ever. Get a journal, get a pen. You're going to be writing down some of your beautiful intentions for this full moon ceremony. And, you know, like when it comes to ceremonies, there's many ways to do it. I like to also include music. So we're going to start with a little invocation, incantation, also known as a prayer. So there's many different beautiful prayers. I'm just going to offer a prayer from my heart, and then at the end, be sure to stay all the way to the end. Also, we'll be doing some mantras together. Some mantras. So mantra is a form of prayer, but it's a sort of like light language with the divine. So we'll be singing some mantras at the end and doing some different breath work as well throughout this practice, and clearing energy, as well as, like I said, a meditation. And when we write in the journal, you're going to actually do 2 journal entries. So we'll talk about that in just a minute. Make sure you have your journal in or a pen and paper. It does make a difference if you have a pen and paper versus like writing into your computer or your phone. But if that's all you have, then that's okay too. There's no hard and fast rules here. So anyway, we're going to move forward. Like I said, if you have any questions throughout this experience, definitely leave them in the comments. Let's see, we have Katie Johnson. Hi, love. Do you still follow Kundalini? And if so, how do you feel about the controversy surrounding the founder? Hey, that's a good question, Katie. You know, there's a lot of misperception about the word Kundalini. So there's a tradition of Kundalini is thousands of years old. So Kundalini is actually an energy. It's what I teach. Kundalini is an energy, and it's a kind of a practice of moving that energy, and to be able to master that energy and to have that energy work for you. So the actual energy of Kundalini yoga, the energy of Kundalini itself is thousands of years old. It's as old as the universe because it existed before anything. That's the power of this energy. But then Yogi Bhajan, who is a man who came to earth, and he called his yoga style Kundalini. So he basically branded this word, even though the word itself, it's like a very broad term. It's like branding the word yoga, you know, like yoga is something. And then if someone says, now I am yoga, like, you know, you can't own yoga, right? Because yoga is an idea. It's bigger than one person, and it's bigger than one idea. Bigger than one expression of that idea. So anyway, Kundalini as taught by Yogi Bhajan is not necessarily the thing that I'm talking about when I talk about Kundalini yoga. Kundalini, we could call it Kriya yoga. I think a lot of more people are calling it Kriya yoga now, because Kriya is what the practice of the breath combined with mantra, combined with meditation, and with a certain posture, that's a kriya. They teach Kriya Yoga. Sadhguru teaches Kriya Yoga. The people at Art of Living, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, they teach Kriya Yoga. Everybody enlightened is doing Kriyas. Okay, so basically Kriya is the most powerful form of energy because it combines breath, mantra, meditation, and a posture. So in that sense, we're talking about kriyas. We're not talking about yogi bhajan or anything like that. I like wearing this head turban thing because I just think it's really beautiful. I don't wear this because I belong to any kind of religion or anything like that. It's basically a headpiece. It goes really well for ceremony. So hopefully you don't think now Dashram is a religious person based on what I'm wearing. I wear this headpiece too. I got this in Bali. Look, it's a lotus. I love this thing. It's so pretty. And it has a moonstone crystal. Actually, I think it's a labradorite. But anyway, it might be moonstone. Anyway, this crystal headpiece I got here in Bali, and this I got in India. So I like to wear these things. It has nothing to do with Yogi Bhajan or anything like that. I actually never studied Yogi Bhajan's yoga specifically. I have a lot of friends that did though. So I learned some of the kriyas from them, and I have some kriyas that I learned from Sadhguru and different teachers. So I see all these things as like beneficial as long as they work, right? If something works, do it. If it doesn't work, don't do it. That's the number one thing. Instead of thinking, I'm doing this because this teacher, this guru told me to. No, do it because it works. Do it because your soul is guiding you to do it. And do it because it makes you feel better as a result of doing that. That's the only reason to do anything, right? So when I do a ceremony, when we're about to do this ceremony, we're doing this together because it's a beautiful joy. It's a blessing. So it's not because we need to do this and somebody said you have to do this. No, it's because we want to do this and because it's a joy. So anything in life, and that applies to every single thing, whether it's your work, who you're being around, where you go, where you live, all the things. Do it from the joy. Don't do it because of obligation, responsibility. You think you need to, you have to, because that energy is very heavy. And that heaviness is what is blocking the flow in everybody's life on the planet right now. Like this feeling of drudgery. Like I need to get up and I need to do this certain thing and I need to be this way and I have to be this. And like it's blocking your true expression as well. A lot of people talk, which is, like how to be more authentic. Like, authentic is when you just don't care what anybody thinks of you. This is the key to it. Like I stopped caring what anybody thinks of me a very long time ago because I realized there's always going to be somebody's opinion. Actually, I heard the best quote recently, or it was a long time ago actually. I was quoted in this book for talking about this specifically, how to deal with haters, how to deal with people that judge you or criticize you, right? Because this is a big heaviness that a lot of people feel. Oh no, these people judging me, or these haters or whatever. So here's the solution. I learned this years ago, maybe 12 years ago, from Gabrielle Reese, actually, who is a famous volleyball player married to the famous Laird Hamilton surf pro. And she said it very, very beautifully. She said, there's always going to be three kinds of people. Number one is the people that love, no matter what you do, they're going to love you. They're going to love you and they love everything that you do. Number two, people that hate everything that you do. They're always like going to hate, judge, criticize, look down on you. That's just the way that they are, right? And then the third one is people that just don't care either way. They're neutral. You can do what you want. You don't do it. They don't care. They're never thinking about you because they're probably more likely thinking about themselves anyway, right? So this is really the three kinds of people. Once you learn about these three kinds of people, your life is forever changed. Because if you find somebody who's a hater and they come along and they're like, look at how she's doing that or something, whatever, then you realize, oh, that's just one of those. That's one of those 30% or one of those people that's always going to be that hater. So you just look at them, you're like, that's that troll group or whatever, and like then you start to just kind of be able to deal with people better. And then you don't worry about it anymore. You don't care. And the truth is, do what you love. And there's another way to look at it too, is that this is a really important way to see, is that most people are actually just seeing a reflection of themselves in the world. So if they are judging you, it's truly just because they judge themselves a lot. Or if they're hating on you, they hate themselves a lot. Or if they're loving you, they have a lot of love inside, right? So you can see humanity in this way, and you can, and then you can have compassion, because you're like, well, actually, wow, now I can see this person has just got a lot of like hate in them, and it's nothing that, you can actually do about that, for example. Like, you're not going to, I mean, the only thing that you can do, I will say, that can help, and this is what I do, and this is why I'm so passionate about what I do, is because I realized, well, actually, I can help. You know what I do in terms of to help is I made it my life work to heal people and to raise the vibration on the planet. Because as I've made that my life work, if you do in that regard, then you're doing everything that you can to help the world, and then to help people and to make the world better. And so no matter what, you're good. Your karma is clear, you're in your dharma, you're living your good life, you're creating positive energy in the world, and this is a ripple effect that will continue to come back to you over and over again. Let's see, Cynthia says, can I light Palo Santo? Absolutely, I have some of that as well. I'll light a little bit for us over here. I'm here in Bali. I'm at this beautiful place called the Mansion Resort. This is where we're going to be for our yoga teacher training in January. And by the way, if anybody's watching and they want to possibly be a part of that, we have some spots available, and it's very safe to travel, honestly. I think a lot of people are concerned, about travel, but I found it to be more safe now than ever before. So if you were thinking about traveling, coming to Bali, yoga teacher training, or a retreat, I highly, highly encourage you. Okay, Sebastian says, co-creating with existence. Yes, 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 exactly. Okay, now we're continuing along our ceremony. So I'm going to just do this, this prayer, and we'll start with just take a nice deep breath in and exhale out of the mouth. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Okay. I want to thank you all for being here today. Thank you for your beautiful energy that you show up with. Thank you for your positive intention, your soul, for being the light in this world, for being committed to your highest self and growth at all times. Thank you for your support and your willingness to be a loving, beautiful part of this community. Thank you for all that you do in the world, for your family, for your community, and the work that you do in the world, which is needed and important now more than ever. And I really, truly want to honor you and send you love. And may we all join together and send love out to the entire universe as we are one big human family co-creating in this beautiful existence together. And together we can elevate the vibration of humanity. So even though the whole world is going through a lot of dark times, we can be that light in the world. We can be that glimmer of hope. And when people are feeling down and when they feel hopeless and they feel like everything is against them, you can be that shining example that everything is possible in this limitless existence that we are co-creating with the source of life itself. We have the potential, even during a big climate crisis, global financial crisis, health crisis, pandemic, lockdown, the world is showing us that it is all within us. We are the co-creators. We choose our reality in every moment. So what reality are we choosing? And that's what this ceremony is all about today, is choosing the best possible timeline, the best expression of your highest soul purpose in this life, and then really committing to that and committing to showing up in that way every single day in every single way, and forgiving yourself and others when they don't. Because when it's a difficult time, when we have the full moon or eclipse or lockdown or whatever's going on in the world, what we have to do is be a little bit more compassionate than ever, because people are having a hard time. And a lot of it's not necessarily anybody's fault, right? People might be having a hard time because the planets are really intense right now. Like Pluto and Saturn and Jupiter have been really like intensifying the universal energy on the planet this entire year. So that's one of the reasons that all of this is happening, but it's all happening for the greater good. And so we're grateful for this. Although when you're in the middle of a storm, sometimes it's hard to remember. So what you do is move yourself to the eye of the storm, and you can be the eye of the storm in the midst of a hurricane. And I've been in hurricanes physically in Florida before. And so I know you can move yourself to the physical eye of a storm, and it's so calm there. And it's actually so beautiful. It has like the most amazing energy in the eye of the storm. So I'm inviting us all to be the eye of the storm, no matter what's happening around us, that we may all be that for our own lives and for the lives of those around us. And so that you can be that calm amidst whatever is happening on the planet. And then from there, be very intentional of what we create. So what are you creating with your life right now? As we move into the final month of 2020, we are truly getting an opportunity to close out 2020 in the best note possible, right? Leave on a high note and then start 2021 in a higher note versus leaving on a lower note and being like, good riddance to this shitty year. Instead, we're like, thank God for this year, because I learned so much. I grew so much. I got so much clarity. Now I know myself more. I know what I deserve. I know my worth. I know my purpose. I know my focus, and my health is a priority. My connections, my family, my community is a priority. My friends are a priority, and recognizing what is truly important. Whereas before 2020, maybe a lot of people didn't know what was important. We were so distracted because life was so different back then. So we were distracted and we were not able to see, what was really important. So now, with everything stripped away, we're able to see what is important, and we're able to prioritize that. So leaving the end of this year and moving into 2021 with that true commitment to being our highest self at all times, and then humanity, right? Empathy, forgiveness, compassion for ourselves and others when we falter, because we undoubtedly will. Nobody's enlightened. They're not going to say nobody. Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, we have a few enlightened masters on the planet. We have him, we have Sadhguru, we have a couple people, Preeta Ji from the Oneness Temple and her husband Krishna Ji. I got to interview them a few times. There's some enlightened masters. And then there's, the humanity is the rest of the world, truly like moving through life and growing in this journey of life, learning about life. Every moment of life is our teacher. So if we can see it like that, it's like, what is this teaching me? What does this have to offer for me? How is this helping me grow? And so we can look at life and we can ask better questions, and we can see life from this amazing perspective instead of a victim. We can see it from seeing ourselves as co-creators with existence. And this is what it's all about. So we're going to be, anyway, I'll close the prayer with that we are co-creators with existence. We're choosing our reality, and we really literally are committed to living into our highest expression of our soul now and moving forward forevermore. And the other thing that I really want to put out there for us all to be committed to is letting go of the past. This has been a challenge for me. My life, I have struggled with this. So I'd be honest with that. And maybe you can, if you want, leave a comment if you want to, be on the, authenticity train. But honestly, like letting go of the past is the most important thing that we can do in order to live into our highest expression, because the past is no longer in existence, right? So if we're holding on to the story of that, good or bad, we could be holding on to, oh, how great it used to be, or we could be holding on to kind of like how bad it used to be. Whatever the story of the past was, learn from it, be grateful for it, see the blessing of it, and then we let it go. Because if we can let it go, that's when we really know that we've grown. That's when we really know that we've evolved and that we are living into our highest self. And so moving forward from there, who are we now? Who are we in this moment, right? And then that's all that matters. How am I showing up in this moment? What am I committed to in this moment? What am I focused on in this moment? And letting this moment be the most important, most powerful moment of your life, right? And it can be powerful just from sitting still in silence and meditation. It can be powerful just because you're connecting to the source of life. It can be powerful just because you're connecting to your own soul or to the soul of another being. And let these beautiful experiences truly be what they are, which is your life, right? And not living for the future, because that's another trap that we get into, right? It's like, oh, when the future comes, it's going to be better, right? But if we're not happy now, we're not going to be happy then. So we have to practice the art of being happy now, being grateful now, recognizing all of our blessings that we have now, and so that we can truly live into that. Because how you are now is how you're going to be in the future. It doesn't matter what you have in the future. It's like how you show up, right? So how we show up now is setting the tone for how we show up in the future. Let's see, I have some comments coming in. Carrie says, right there with you. Aho, goddess. Yeah. And then someone else says, how do I get clear skin like that? That's another video, but I will make a video about that because I do a lot of things to make my skin healthy. I can share that. Leave a comment if you want me to share some healthy skin recipes or something, or a protocol that I do. Okay, we're gonna do our ceremony, and starting with your journaling. I want you to get out your paper and pen, and on the top of your paper, you're going to write. You're going to write, I'm just going to say old story. Okay, it's going to look like this, old story. And then you're going to have new story. So on the other side of the paper, you're going to write new story, old story and new story. So your old story is what you're letting go. And we're just going to take a few moments and just think of everything that you're ready to let go of, right? It could be anything. It could be an energy, it can be a person, it can be a pattern, a habit, a belief system. It can be a job, it can be anybody, anything that you want to let go of. And then on the new story, we're going to create the vision for your reality. And in the new story, we're also going to draw a picture of it. So that's going to be the visualization. We're going to move from there into an actual visualization of this old story, new story. We're going to visualize the outcome. And from that is when you're going to see a lot of shifting happening, because when you can see it in your mind's eye and also on your paper, that's a good place to start. There's something that really powerful, magical that can happen. That's how the universe loves to co-create with us. It's like, okay, I can see it. And then in the meditation we'll do in a moment, we're going to go from I see it to I feel it, right? And then I am it. And that's how we're going to create this new story. Okay? So this is a powerful practice, and if anybody here has ever done any of these ceremonies with me in the past, you know how powerful it can be. Then after this, we're going to do some breath, like a kriya, to move energy, and then we're going to do a meditation, and then we'll complete the ceremony with a song. Okay, so stay all the way to the end because it's one of the best songs that I love to sing together with you all. And singing is one of the greatest forms of meditation as well, because it really brings the full vibration into your being. At the same time, you can feel it and you feel uplifted, your vibration is raised. So all of these practices we're doing today are all geared towards, number one, clearing the past, number two, being in the present, and number three, creating the highest vibration so that you can anchor that into your vision, so that you can move into that timeline, ease and grace. Okay, so just take a moment. You're just going to write everything that you're letting go of. Okay, we'll just take another minute. I gotta plug in my computer. Okay, now, hopefully you did that. Aloha, Christy. Welcome, welcome, beautiful people. Next, if you want to put more on your old story list, you can go back to that. But then we're going to go to the new story. New story is more exciting. New story, baby. Okay, so the new story is all about it. So, you know, I do this every full moon. Honestly, new moons and full moons, old story, new story. So it's a really powerful way to really, you know, get clear on just like the shedding of old layers of all that you're not, and welcoming in the new you every single month. You can do that. So it doesn't have to be, or you can do it every 2 weeks. It doesn't have to be just like on an eclipse. Just so happens that if it is on an eclipse, it's even more powerful, but it doesn't need to wait for an eclipse or something. Okay, new story. You have that at the top of your page. New story, and then all you're going to do is write down like what does your dream life feel like, look like, seem like, right? Who are the players of your story? Who's in this theater? Who's in this movie that you're creating, right? And it can be people, it can be the job that you want, it can be the health, the home, whatever it is, like different areas of yourself, and then like writing it into existence. Let's see, we got Andrea over here. She says, I'm late. It's okay. You can watch the replay to catch the beginning if you're joining late. But for now, we're just in the journaling part, and you're going to be writing. We just wrote the old story, everything you're letting go of. Now we're writing the new story. This is what you're creating. This is the exciting part. This is where you should literally be like very excited, honestly. Like creating this beautiful new story, new life, best life. So just write it all down. Okay, write down as many as you can think of. Okay, one more minute. Okay, so now we have our new story, we have our old story, and now we're going to move into our meditation. We're going to start with Kriya. The Kriya practice, we talked about that in a little bit in the beginning, so if you joined late, people were asking about Kundalini and the difference between Kundalini and Kriya. And, it's really interesting because Kriya is the most ancient, most powerful form of meditation, clearing practices. So what this does is we're going to be doing a breath combined with a mantra, and it's like a meditative practice with a posture. There's different forms of Kriyas. I teach a lot of different ones. Some are for like second chakra, third, different chakras. You can clear your energy. You can expand your chakras with different Kriyas. We have this in my online yoga teacher training. If you guys are interested in learning more about my teacher trainings, by the way, I'll have the link in the description for you. But yeah, I have a free webinar like teaching about that. But basically, here's the thing. So as we become more awakened, enlightened beings, the key to life is how do you keep this temple clear, right? How do you keep the emotions balanced? How do you stay calm? How do you continue to be the calm in the eye of the storm of life instead of being thrust around in, the crashing waves or the hurricane of life, right? Because you never know. Like, there's always something coming along, whether it's something directly about you or your family or your community or your home, something's going to come along and it's going to remind us that, the world itself can always be a little bit chaotic, but we can be the calm. And that's what yoga teaches us. That's why yoga is so powerful. It's the most powerful system in the world because it teaches us how to master our energy, how to master our mind, how to master our lives in general. And then from there, we're basically, like possible to do anything. And that's why I always call this manifest your life, manifest your dreams meditation. Because the Kriya, the mantra, the breath, what we're doing is we're creating an environment. You want to cultivate an environment in your energy field. That's what it's about, cultivating an energy field that's so clear, that's so aligned, that's so powerful, that whatever you want, it can happen for you because everything is possible. So if you have like a dream, you have a goal, you have a desire in life, and it's not happening, that's generally because something's blocking the flow, right? And so if something's blocking the flow, first you got to get clear, where is this block, right? You can usually tell. It's usually like there's actually a physical discomfort there. Could be in the shoulders, the neck. If it's like anywhere in the shoulders or the neck, can be your throat chakra, right? If it's like more in the upper back and shoulders, could be your heart chakra. Maybe you feel like constriction in the heart. Can be maybe you're having like a lot of indigestion or something. Could be in your gut. This is lower chakras. Maybe you have different kind of issues that you're having with your sex organs or your genitals, or like this is root chakra, right? So we have all of these different aspects. And then up here, people that get headaches a lot, sixth chakra has a block to it, or crown, maybe you get a lot of headaches or you just don't feel the support of the universe. So that could be a block in the crown chakra. So what we need to do is unblock all these chakras, right? Unblock the energy so that it can flow every single day. That's why a yoga practice is really most beneficial if you do it every single day. It's not something that, you should do like once a month. I mean, you can do it whenever you can do it, but I highly encourage a daily practice. And that's one of the reasons I started the 30-day yoga challenge, for example, many years ago, is because, like to create a daily yoga practice is truly the gift that you can give yourself, because not only is it anti-aging, like a lot of people, they always want to like figure out how can I like stop aging, right? Like people ask me all the time, like I look so young, I'm almost 40, but I look still 25. And the reason is because of these practices and also the lifestyle, the diet, nutrition. I do a lot of cleansing, but I can, I have lots of videos about that on the channel. But the main reason that we do any of these practices is so that you can have a clear vessel, your temple, your body, your energy field can be so clear and so aligned with your highest self and with the source of life that you're able to, like manifest what you want at will. So let's do this together. This is going to be, this thing keeps falling. This is going to be a breath combined with mantra kriya practice. Okay, so let's do this one. It's actually fire breath. You take your thumbs out to the side, just like this, and the arms straight up, like that. And we'll do fire breathing. So it's like, if you need to, get a tissue. And you want to sit up nice and straight. Mula Bandha is engaged. So Mula Bandha is when, it's like if you have to go pee, you're going to pulse that or engage it and squeeze it in and up. So that's keeping the energy in and elevating it up. So it's like that. So the arms are like this. And then we're going to do we'll do 1 minute like this. And then we're going to take the arms straight up like this and do Sat Kriya. So we'll go ego eradicator and then go straight to the truth. And we'll do this we'll do 1 minute for ego eradicator, and then we'll do Sat Kriya for a minute too. Okay, let's begin. So it's a fire breathing. Now when you're doing this, you want to have your tongue in the roof of the mouth, and you're really focusing your awareness on all of the energy centers, and visualize that you're pushing air up and out, and kind of like anything that's kind of blocking your flow, that as you're doing this practice, you're letting it go. So you're pushing it up and out, and you're letting it go. Let's do it together. And inhale deeply. Exhale. Let's begin. While you're doing it, you want to repeat the mantra Sat Nam. Sat Nam means my name is truth. Both arms up now. In Sat Kriya, the hands are in a fire mudra. Keep with the fire breath. And we're going to go 1 more minute, arms straight up. And then still Mula Bandha engaged, tongue on the roof of the mouth. And instead of Sat Nam, you can say Sat Nam, or you can say love, love, love. Like just repeating love inside of your mind in a mantra is really good too. Ready? And inhale deeply. And exhale. And begin. And release your hands. Now we're going to take a nice deep breath. Exhale. We're going to inhale. We're going to hold the breath. We're going to hold the breath for 1 minute. Now on the inhale, when you hold the breath into your heart, keep Mula Bandha engaged, and you're just going to visualize in the back of the mind screen, eyes are closed, visualize what it is, this new story. See yourself in the new story, feel yourself in the new story. And when we exhale, it's going to gently bring us into a nice silent meditation where you're going to just visualize this new story. But we'll start with the breath retention. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold the breath. And release. All right. Now we're going to just a few moments of silent meditation. I'm actually going to play a beautiful song, just a little bit of binaural frequency music for us for this meditation. Just sitting up nice and straight, closing your eyes, feeling the interconnectedness of everything. Start to really feel your energy field expanding. Feel your energy field expanding out from your body. Feel the interconnection to the universe. Feel that you are part of this greater cosmic experience of life. You are not this body. You are not even your mind. You are the infinite intelligence behind all of that. Beneath it, within it, you are that. So just feeling into this expansive being that you are, seeing yourself manifesting your dreams, not as a form of magic, but as a form of knowing that that's who you are. So just stepping into your true self, this new identity, the identity of living your dreams, the identity of being in joy and bliss all the time, the identity of perfect health, the identity of financial prosperity and abundance in your life, the identity of creating a life that you truly jump out of bed in the morning, you're so excited about. Feeling yourself, seeing yourself, that is who you are. Slowly coming back. Really nice. Like really recognize the more that you feel this appreciation for what you have and what you are and everything in your life, then you have more to be grateful for. And even if nothing more comes, you don't care because you're so you're happy and grateful just for what you do have. And this is the key to it all, because as we let go of this need for more or this wanting of something else, those energies, needing, wanting, is what's pushing it away and it's keep blocking the flow. So just instead allowing, be the eye of the storm, be that calm, be that contentment, be that joy, be the joy. Do what makes you feel good every day. Keep doing that. And if you don't feel good, if you feel really, really bad, I have some programs that I can help you with. Like we have the Total Life Cleanse. That really, really can help. For me, cleansing has been one of the most powerful things in my whole life that really helped to shift energy, to heal in the gut, to bring more serotonin and dopamine and happiness into my energy field. Movement every day, being in nature every day, connecting with people that you love every day, creating every day, constantly creating every day something beautiful, something inspiring, staying connected to the inspiration. Inspirar is the root of inspiration. It's to breathe, to breathe. So we are the breath of life. So the more truth of who we are, be blessed and always more blessings showing up, and we'll continue to create a spiral upward together because we're in a field of gratitude for what we have in this moment in this life. May we always remember this. No matter what's happening in the world, that doesn't have to be our story, right? We just let go of old story. Old story was pandemic, lockdown, global crisis. Even if that's still happening in the world, we don't have to have that to be our story. We can live in a paradigm outside of that, which is regardless of what's happening outside of us, we feel good inside. And that happiness from within is the key to everything. It's the key to everything. So if you want to learn more about these practices, definitely check out my free self-love and yoga challenge. It's free at dashama.org/love. You can see that in the link in the description. Also, I have a free webinar if you want to learn more about how you can become a yoga meditation teacher and energy healer. I have a free webinar. You can check that out at pranashama.com. And also, I have a free chapter to my new book. The new book I'm writing is called The Flow State. If you go to theflowstate.co, you'll be able to see a free chapter. This is all about the universal law of intention. And in this chapter, it's super powerful. Everybody who's read it loved it. And they all been saying, so many good things. It's all about the law of intention, where you're going to learn how to script your ideal day and then also reverse engineer by scripting your ideal 10 years, the next 10 years of your life. So I'm putting this out there, all these free gifts on this full moon, because I truly, truly feel that I'm here to serve, and that the more that I can help, the more that I can do anything that I can do to raise the vibration on the planet, especially in this time on Earth where it's needed more than ever, then I'm here. And I have so many gifts that I know how to share. I've been doing this for 15 years, teaching yoga, meditation, as a healer, as a coach, and as a speaker. Aloha, goddesses, for joining people. Some people join in the end. You can watch the replay if you missed it. But just love you all so much. And definitely leave a comment. Let me know where you're coming from. Click like, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to click the little bell notification to be notified when I have a new video coming on online, because I'm going to be starting to put new videos. I don't know if it'll be every day, but pretty close, at least every week. We're filming a lot here in Bali. And if you've been thinking about going on a life-changing experience, consider joining us in Bali in January. We have a 10-day option or a 30-day option. You can become a yoga teacher, energy healer, or just come for an amazing life-changing reset to start your new year in the best possible energy, surrounded by beautiful, beautiful people that just want to see you thrive and grow and expand and support you and love you in every possible way. So that's what we're doing here in January at the beautiful mansion resort here. Okay, we're going to end on one beautiful song. I love this song. So we're going to sing Thank You for This Day. I might actually just sing it without playing. Yeah, I'm just gonna sing it. Okay, so this is how it goes. Thank you. I wanna say thank you. I'm so grateful. So grateful. I'm so grateful. I wanna say thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you, beautiful people. I love you so much, and I'll be seeing you again. You can check out some of my other ceremonies here on the channel. I do one every month for the full moon, and feel free to share this video with any friends that might want to participate in this experience. And like I said, I have all these free gifts for you, so take advantage of those. Hopefully I'll see you in Bali, or if not, you could join our online yoga teacher training. We have live workshops every single week, and it's so much fun. It's like this, but 3 hours every single week, and you're learning how to become a yoga teacher, energy healer. So I love you, many blessings, and I'll see you again very soon. Satnam, namaste.